Telesalespeople, you're literally killing your conversions on your first 5 seconds of your call, and it truly hurts my heart because you suck. No offense, I'm just being real. I'm getting these calls every single day. People are really having a hard time selling over the phone. I want to fix that right now. Let's see what I've got to say.
Beyond your paycheck, it's surges of cash that you can use to grow your net worth and feed your investments.
So hey, I'm Chris Moore, the Intentional Investor. I've got the Surges of Income podcast, and really my professional career, I'm focusing on nothing but how to create surges of income and teaching you how to do the same. Surges of income comes from the sale of a business, having businesses that are built to sell so you can make as much money as possible, the highest multiple, and sell to the right person, the sale of a property, real estate investing in general, digital marketing, how to make a lot of money really fast using product launches and events. And then lastly, having really profitable businesses so you can have profit distributions, and that allows you to have a lot of money, surges of income above and beyond your normal monthly income that allows you to really invest and grow your net worth. Back to you salespeople. It frustrates me because I've been selling on the phone for a long time, and I get these calls just like everybody else, right? I'm getting people from Zillow, even really big names like some Tony Robbins salespeople call me, and it's just absolutely terrible. The way they're opening these calls really hurts my heart because you could do so much better if you just set the intention of the call right from the very beginning. And specifically, I want to talk about there's a big difference between cold outreach and reaching out to people who did not fill out a form or they're not a lead for your company compared to someone who filled out a form and requested more information. You're flubbing those too, and that really hurts my heart. And I'm going to tell you in this video how to get around that. And I'm going to give you a universal call framework for opening the call that will allow you to have a lot better response. And when you make contact and you actually get someone on the phone, you're not squandering it away. Because right now, with robo-dialers and blockers, a lot of times we're calling people and our contact rates are getting lower and lower and lower. Even people who've opted in and said, hey, I want you to call me, I'm interested, we're having a hard time getting them on the phone. So when you get somebody on the phone, don't piss away the opportunity. I'm going to teach you my simple call framework for calling inbound leads right now. So this is really simple. I want you to think about first name basis only, and I want you to follow exactly what I'm going to teach you here, and I'm going to give you as many examples as I can and show you exactly why it works really, really well and how to do it flawlessly. So step one, super easy. Hey you, I'm me. First names only. Hey John, it's Chris. Hey Sally, it's Rebecca. Hey Lorian, it's Zach. Super simple. Hey you, I'm me. The reason why you do it exactly like this is because it feels like you're familiar. It feels like you already know each other. It's a big difference because when you say, hey, is this Lorian? Or hey, Lorian Dean? Or hey, Chris Moore? They feel like you're not someone they know. We want them to feel like we're friends. Hey John, it's Chris. Super different than, hey John Smith, my name's Chris from the ABC company. Like totally different environment. Do you see the difference? We don't want people to have their walls up like, oh, he's trying to sell something. That's what we're trying to avoid from the very beginning. So hey John, it's Chris. Super simple. Hey you, I'm me. Number two, this is how we know each other, right? So hey John, it's Chris. You just filled out a form requesting a birthday party at my Ninja Warrior gym in Huntsville. That's so easy compared to, hey, is this John? Hey, this is Chris from Ninja Obstacle Academy. Like, it's a very different style of framework. When you have to ask if this is John, just assume it's John, okay? Or you say, hey John, how are you today? This is Chris. They're like, they know instantly that you don't know each other. You're not familiar, and it changes the tone of the call. It changes the way they're receiving the information. So let's put it together. Hey you, I'm me. This is how we know each other. Hey John, this is Chris. You just reached out to us requesting a free consultation on how to get your car sold online without having to take it to the dealership. Like whatever they put the information in, whatever they filled out, it could be for a mattress store. It could be for a high-ticket coaching program. It could be for a daycare. It doesn't matter. It works every single time. So let's keep going here. Hey you, I'm me. This is how we know each other. And then this is what I want. And remember, don't let them speak at all until you say these four things, okay? So this is what I want is the reason for the call. And there's lots of different ways you can say that. I was calling to help you get your appointment scheduled. I was calling to schedule our appointment. I was calling to see which day you want to book the party. I was calling to see what day would work best to go see the house. It doesn't matter what it is. It works that way. You have to put the intentions of why you're calling, as well as I like to add in the call to action in there. Like, I want someone to schedule an appointment. That's the reason why I'm calling. Okay. Don't say, I just want to make sure you got it. No, say there's a reason why I'm calling, right? So, hey John, it's Chris. You just reached out to us asking us for a birthday party at our Ninja Warrior gym, I was calling to help you get that scheduled. Okay, that's a very simple framework that works really well. Go to real estate, okay, with my real estate team. Hey John, it's Chris. You just reached out to us requesting more information about 123 Main Street on Realtor.com. I was calling to schedule a showing. What day works best for you next week? It's a very simple thing compared to, let's go back to the way you're doing it.
Hey, is this John? Yeah, how are you today?
Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, the difference is, hey John, it's Chris. Just got your inquiry on Realtor.com about 123 Main Street. It's a great house. Can't wait to show it to you. Hey, what day works next week for us to go see it? Like, it's a much better way where they're not trying to figure out who you are. Because often when people fill out a form, they don't know who's going to call them. They don't even know sometimes that they did it. Because think about it. A lot of people are running Facebook ads. When are we on Facebook ads? Like, we're looking at our phone when we're on the toilet. We're looking at our phone when we should be watching TV when we're sitting next to our spouse. We're looking at the phone while we're in line at the grocery store. And sometimes we fill out things that catch our attention and then we don't remember that we even did it. So you have to tell them how you know each other, and then you have to tell them what they want. To add to this, I like to use a double anchor system. I like to tell them two different things. Imagine you're working for a company and you have like a product that you sell and you have your company name and maybe there's a prominent figure in your company. You want to play around with it and use all three of those maybe in your anchors, right? So I'll give you an example, like Dealmaker Wealth Society, our company where we teach business acquisitions and we have a mentorship program. My salespeople may say like, hey John, it's Chris. You just inquired about being mentored directly by Carl Allen on how you can buy businesses instead of just real estate. And I'm calling for this, right? The fact that they may not remember Carl's name, they may not remember the company name, they may not remember, but they do remember one of those things. So that's why we anchor to several things when we say things like that, right? So imagine we go back to real estate again. You notice I said Realtor.com and I said the address, right? Because if I just said one or without the other, they may not have put those two dots together. They may not have connected the dots because sometimes people are out clicking buttons on all types of sites and we don't even know. So imagine if you're in real estate sales and someone's on Zillow, they're on Realtor.com, they're on Homes.com, they may not even remember. So anchor it twice. It really, really makes a difference, right? Go back to the Ninja Obstacle Academy, our Ninja Warrior gym in Huntsville. Same exact thing. We want to talk about not just from Ninja Obstacle Academy. We are also anchoring in Huntsville or on the street that we're on, and we're anchoring to exactly what they were inquiring about and where they came from, right? So you could say things like, hey John, it's Chris at Ninja Obstacle Academy in Huntsville on the Parkway. I see you just reached out to us requesting a birthday party specifically for little Johnny. I was calling to help you get that scheduled. You know, I'm anchoring to several things because we don't want them to say, I don't remember that, or no, that wasn't me. We want to anchor around several different things, right? So that's number three. Number four is, this is what I want. Just to touch that again, make sure you tell them what you want. Otherwise, they're waiting. They're always wondering, why are you calling? And yes, how can I help you? When you get responses on the phone, like, how can I help you? You didn't do something right. Tell them exactly what you want. And even if they go off from there and say, well, I don't want to schedule an appointment. Let's go back to the real estate thing. Like, hey, John, it's Chris. You just reached out to us and let's go look at the house together. Even if they say, hey, I don't want to go look at the house. That's okay, but that's the way you should open it, with the intentions of why you're calling. I was calling to blank. I just wanted to do this. Like, whatever that is, call for those specific intentions and put it out there. And that allows everyone to breathe easy and understand really why the call is happening. And I'm telling you, your adoption rate on the other side with the prospects will go up tremendously. And I'm telling you, this is gold. If you want to learn a lot more about this, I don't have a course. I have nothing to sell you. Just first thing, I have nothing to sell you. But what I'll tell you is, as someone who mentors a lot of people, I really like to assign homework in specifically reading. Leaders are readers. Trust me. There's a book right up here, Fanatical Prospecting by Jeb Blunt. I strongly, highly recommend that you read it if you're in sales whatsoever. It's really, really good. A lot of the stuff that I teach have come from people that I've learned from. He's one of the people that I've read his books. I've learned from him, and I'd really encourage you to go read it as well. So let's just circle back completely. Hey, you, I'm me. This is how we know each other. This is what I want. It's a great call framework for when you have leads that you're calling. Maybe you work for a company that has lots of leads coming in, and your job is to dial them out. It's a great framework. Stop saying stuff that's killing your conversion. Stop asking how their day is. Stop asking about the weather. Stop asking if this is this John? Stop asking that. Assume it is. Tell them why you're calling. Tell them how you know each other. Use a double or triple anchor point and stay with first name basis only. And I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot better adoption on the phone. So question for you, if you're in sales How have you been opening your calls? How did your company train you to open the calls? And if it's different or better than what I'm teaching you now, let me know. Comment below. And if you're not in sales and you're watching this video, please comment and tell me about the worst call you've ever had with somebody on the phone, where maybe you played with their emotions a little bit and mess with them, or even a scammer. But I'd love to hear about it because I really nerd out on this kind of stuff. I'm constantly coaching and training setters and closers inside my own companies and other people's. They bring me in to teach them as well. I've taught a lot of people this, and I'd love to hear about your stories because that just fuels what I'm able to teach if I could use one of your examples. So one thing I'd encourage you to do is please check out my Surges of Income podcast. There's a playlist here with all my episodes. I do 1 to 2 a week, and I'm mentoring people live on whatever they have going on inside their business or inside their investing. Whatever it is, completely off the cuff, and I focus on them for about an hour, and I'd love to one day maybe do that with you. So I'd encourage you to watch that. No matter what type of business you're in, if you're chasing surges of income, I can help, and what I teach people will help you get there. So please consider liking, subscribing, watch that playlist, and I can't wait to maybe mentor you in the future.